animales que tienen la habilidad de transformarse de humano a animal y viceversa. De verdad es sumamente impactante lo que estás viendo ahora mismo. No sé cuál es tu opinión al respecto, me encantaría saber qué es lo que tú opinas al respecto de esto que de verdad es impactante. ¿Alguna vez tú has visto un nahual real frente a ti? ¿Alguna vez tú has visto con tus propios ojos algo así como esto? Me encantaría saber tu opinión al respecto en la caja de los comentarios. Nahual real se transforma en este video. Mira cómo se transforma en una persona. Al principio vemos que es un animal, pero poco a poco se va transformando en un humano. Es realmente impresionante. Esta evidencia en video de un nahual real. Aquí tenemos otro nahual que supuestamente se transforma en una persona. Realmente impresionante estas imágenes que demuestran que los nahuales sí existen. Recordemos que estos seres, estas criaturas tienen la habilidad de transformarse de humanos a animales o de animales a humanos. Se dice que realmente sí existen, y este mito y leyenda es muy famoso en México. No sé tú qué opinas al respecto de estos seres que supuestamente vienen del inframundo y tienen una relación muy directa con las brujas. ¿Qué opinas tú al respecto de esto? ¿Crees que los nahuales sí existen? ¿Son reales? Dime tu opinión en la caja de los comentarios. Quiero saber, ¿qué es lo que tú opinas al respecto? Se transforma en animal. Mira, mira, mira. Mira cómo se transformó en un animal. Y presta mucha atención cómo este animal se transforma en una persona. Mira, mira de nuevo, mira esto. Es realmente impactante este video. Nahual real captado en video, captado en cámara, totalmente real, créeme. Así como Santa Claus existe, también esto que estás viendo es real, de verdad. Este hombre se transforma en un animal, es un nahual totalmente real que estamos viendo ahora mismo. ¿Qué opinas tú al respecto? ¿Alguna vez en tu vida llegaste a ver una criatura, un ser con este poder? El famoso Skinwalker, real captado en video. No sé tú qué es lo que opinas al respecto de esto, me encantaría saber tu opinión en la caja de los comentarios. ¿Crees verdaderamente que es un nahual? Esta criatura que tiene la habilidad de transformarse de humano a animal y viceversa, ¿qué opinas al respecto? Mira, mira, mira cómo se está moviendo este tablero de la ouija que está atrás de este chico hablando a la cámara. Y mira, mira, mira cómo se mueve, mira. Se está moviendo totalmente solo mientras nuestro protagonista le está hablando a la cámara. Y vean cómo su tablero se está moviendo. Vean, mira, mira, mira. De verdad es impresionante. Vean, 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 vean. Se está moviendo totalmente solo. Alguna entidad demoníaca o fantasmal se quedó impregnada en la casa y en el tablero de nuestro protagonista. Esto sí o sí tiene que ser actividad paranormal completamente real captada en video. No sé tú qué opinas al respecto. Mira, 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 mira. No dejes de ver esto. Mira, de hecho nada más se refleja en el espejo. Este es el tablero real y este es su reflejo en el espejo. A veces los espejos nos muestran cosas muy diferentes a las que nosotros vemos. Son como una especie de portales, pero no sé, ¿tú qué opinas al respecto?
Project Arkweld is a government program to prepare for the future. Looking into the future, prepare the government, prepare the United States military for future events and future operations.
Who's involved with Project Arkweld?
The government went out and sought after people that were experts in clairvoyance, paranormal, some remote viewers. People had psychic abilities, and these people were brought in, not just military personnel, but civilians. That's the basics of the program, to prepare the United States military and defense community for whatever we have to face into the future. And that was Project Arkweld, and that was a goal of Project Arkweld, is to bring people in that were clairvoyant and have the ability to foresee the future. And
what agency controls Arkweld?
Defense Intelligence Agency.
And how do they pick these individuals out? Just with their testing, or was there something other special thing about them?
They developed a screening process.
Is there any particular psychic agent that stands out that you'd like to mention?
Oh, there's several. There's several, and this is where I have to be very careful because some of them are still working for the government. But during this process, the selection process, they found that some of these people had such unique abilities that they started questioning them exactly who they were or where they came from, whether they were all human.
Right.
At that time, in that particular time period, they didn't have the ability or the knowledge that they later had on how to determine whether a human-looking person was in fact a hybrid or masking as an extraterrestrial. So that really presented a problem.
It's not an iPhone. This is a $10 billion weapon aimed at your brain, aimed at your family, aimed at your freedom. After you stop listening to me, put away all technology and get pen and paper and make plan for every day. 1 hour a day of reading time. 1 hour per day of focused, uninterrupted time with your family. 1 hour per day for meditation and complete silence. Limit your screen time to 1 hour per day. Control your phone. Don't let it control you.
Aliens? One day I was in the pool at my mom's house, upstate New York, so Hudson Valley, all the aliens were there, the UFOs, like it's like a thing. Okay. So I was in the pool and I'm looking up and I see this like, Gianni thinks I'm fucking crazy every time I say it. He's like, that's not real, like I need to see it to believe it. He's like one of those. So there was like a light like that. Like a light like that in the sky, but it was like moving like erratic. And I was like looking at it and I'm like, that's not a plane because it's going like this. And then I felt like it was like saying hello to me. I'm not kidding. I felt like it was saying like hello to me and I was like talking to it, whatever. And then it just went away. It disappeared. Oh, wow. I woke up the next day, but I had a dream that an alien touched the back of my neck and I went through a portal and then I woke up. There's a hole in the back of my neck. What? Look, there's a hole in the back of my neck. Gianni thinks I'm psychotic. Where? There's a perfect hole in the Wait! I'm telling you. I've been on like 5 UFO podcasts talking about it.
Oh, so you were abducted. You're abducted.
I saw a UFO, I had a dream of a UFO, and then they touched my back, and then all of a sudden I wake up out of nowhere. I woke up in a dead sleep like this. Yeah, but you see that hole? It's a perfect hole. And that's where they touched me.
I will vouch for this. It is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
That's where they touched me in my dream. I have so many stories.
More about aliens?
I mean, that's for another day.
Understand that this is real, okay? And when we're talking about the air element, we're talking about the unseen force, okay? So prove it. Prove it for yourself, because once you do, you become more confident in your own inner power. The more confident you are, the more powerful you become, okay? Because we are moving into the Aquarian age, which is the age of the knowing, okay? It's no longer enough to believe. That was the Piscean age, okay? Piscean is a water sign, which is emotions. It's ruled by the planet Neptune, which is about spirituality or deception. You see, so there has been some emotional manipulation of our emotions, to deceive us. This is where we got the religion from, okay? Now we're moving into the Aquarian age, which is the air age, where we go inside, get in touch with our own spirit, uncover our own unique gifts in godhood, and that's what we bring to the table to make a whole. In other words, we are not trying to blend our energy. We're trying to combine our energy to make a whole. That's why one teacher or one leader is not going to work. We can use common tools, you see, but we all have our own godhood, and our own spirit is going to be the only guide for us in understanding, what we bring to the table, okay? The unique path is totally unique for each one of us, okay?
Just announced that in their next upgrade coming this fall, that they're going to actually put ChatGPT on every iPhone to collect and analyze all the data of yours that's flowing through an iPhone if you're using it. We did a side-by-side test between our phone and Google and Apple's. The Google and Apple phones seem to wake up between 2 and 3 at night, and they have this huge, like a 50 megabyte data dump that's sent out from the phone every night, sending off your preferences, everything you've done that day. Average kid in America, by the time they reach the age of 13, has had 72 million data points collected on them by by big tech.
Wow.
Using that advertising ID.
Wow.
Each Google or Apple phone has like a 32-digit advertising ID. It's a code. Someone could call it the mark of the beast that follows that device around everywhere. And that's how the tech companies track where that device goes to figure out proximity for advertising, sales, and who you're interacting with in your schedule. So again, we did Unplugged as a way for people to still communicate in the world, but not be giving off all their digital data to big tech, to people that really don't like them. Some people are sheep and they want to live like sheep and be treated like sheep, and not everyone is a sheep.
I told you that the people in shows you see on TV aren't actors or scripted productions. They're actually real people living out their actual lives inside the television, and we're just watching their reality unfold. Every time you turn on your TV, you're not tuning into fiction, you're tapping into a secret dimension called the broadcast plane, where real people exist inside the shows. Television screens are actually windows into this hidden dimension where the laws of physics are different, allowing entire worlds to exist within the space of your flat screen. These people aren't aware they're being watched. They believe the lives they're living are normal. The networks know all about this. They discovered the broadcast plane in the 1940s, and instead of telling the public, they decided to monetize it. This is a joke for entertainment purposes. Please don't come.
People ask me, are the UFOs a threat to the national security? I said the man-made ones absolutely are. The extraterrestrial ones aren't, because they are kind of materialized around them and then dematerialized off using this technology, this very advanced transdimensional physics. The first atomic bomb explosion, it actually was like kicking a hornet's nest. When one of those things would go off, that it would create this kind of pulse, not electromagnetic pulse, but this other wave that actually goes through the entangled cosmos in a way that is highly disruptive to other civilizations, communications, and travel. I mean, in 2001, when we did the first National Press Club event, we had a guy who was on a team that for several years in the 60s retrieved the bodies and the craft. And he spoke, and he had all of his information there. His name is Sergeant Clifford Stone. He's in our archive. Go look at it. So the people we just had at the National Press Club, a U-2 decorated, a U-2 pilot who encountered these objects back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, worked at the Lockheed operations and skunk work interface with Ben Rich directly, personally. You think they've obviously been watching the Earth and been involved in seeing its development for millennia. There's good evidence for that. I mean, they're cave drawings from 5,000 years ago that have been carbon dated to that age. They show a classic disc and with look like ET beans outside of it from France and India and all over.
Roller coasters are actually ritual machines built to harvest human energy. Then they're not just for fun, they're energy harvesters designed to tap into your fear and adrenaline. And the metal tracks are constructed with special conductive materials that interact with the human body's bioelectric field. Every time you go through a loop, plummet down a drop, or feel that gut-wrenching twist, you're releasing bursts of intense emotional energy. Fear, excitement, exhilaration, these emotions are highly potent, and the Loomers have figured out how to capture that energy through hidden technology in the coaster's framework. By harvesting this energy, the Loomers can weaken the population, making people more complacent, less creative, and easier to control. Meanwhile, they consume your liquid emotion, getting incredibly powerful, like the photos they take of you on the ride. That's not just for fun, it's a way to capture your emotional state in a single moment. They study these images, analyzing your expression to make the next round of coasters even more effective at drawing out your energy. This is just a joke for entertainment purposes. Please don't come for me.
He jumps in the water. Look at this. This is insane. Bro literally has to start running to keep up with this dude who never came up for air across that entire lake. Yeah, talk your shit, bro. Because what? What? How was that even possible? How? How did he do that? Like, either this dude is really Aquaman or he's just a mermaid. Because how? Like, either he's a real life mermaid or he is Aquaman. Someone explain to me how he was able to do that, because I don't understand. My mind cannot fathom how he just swam across that entire lake under it and didn't come up for air. And he did that shit fast as hell too.
This slipped over everyone's heads too. So during the Super Bowl, there was a commercial about a secret celebrity island. Did you see this, fam?
Which one?
Fam, and no, this is not the regular celebrities. There was cameos of every celebrity that...
What the f...
So it would be a girl passing around beer. Tupac would be there.
What the f... Wait, what is this?
Hold on. And then, do you know Marilyn Manson?
Yeah?
He would be in there too.
Wait, Marilyn Manson's alive,
no.
Marilyn Monroe?
Marilyn Monroe, my fault, yeah. Marilyn Monroe would be in there too. Fam, so there would be a ship in the commercial where it would go close to the island and the guy with the binoculars would be like, who's that, everyone? And Bruce Lee would come out of nowhere and ring the bell.
What the f...
Everybody on the island, shut it down, go into your hiding places. The binocular zooms in. Oh, captain says nobody's on that island. Fam, how did this slip by everyone?
Wait, this is a Super Bowl commercial?
Yes, you want me to show it to you?
Let me see.
Oh my god. Hold on, you'll just see the camels and laugh, fam.
I didn't see this actually.
Look. And try to name all the celebrities, right?
That's Elvis.
Yeah.
Tupac.
I forgot the name of this guy right here. Hold on, that's coming up.
That's Marilyn Monroe, probably.
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe. Hold on. Who's that?
Kurt Cobain.
Fam.
Wait, who's beside him?
I don't know.
John Lennon.
That's John Lennon?
Yeah.
Bro, and then look, Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee's crazy.
I'm telling you, look, they start hiding. The whole island.
That's weird. That's a weird commercial.
Damn,
why would you make that commercial? That's weird.
I don't know.
Like, did the families allow that? Did the families of the thing allow that?
At this point, people really it just flies over their head. That's why it's people like us. You'll probably only know it because we told you.
This is Kumpo, an African dance. It is considered the devil's dance. Kumpo has the effect of exorcising and protecting villagers from evil things. Kumpo dancers use a puppet made from palm leaves. The souls will enter this puppet and begin to dance. This is an ancient culture and also the pride of African people. It makes viewers curious about how it works. How can an inanimate object move and dance so dynamically? The Kumpo's goal is to encourage the community to act as good villagers. He encourages the people of the village to participate in community life and provides well wishes. It is considered taboo to question the real identity of the Kumpo. It is forbidden to touch the Kumpo, and it is considered sacrilege to look inside the palm leaves. To deter possible intruders, he defends himself with his stick by smashing the ground and pointing, making sharp, hazardous gestures. At the end of the celebration, he says goodbye to the community and recedes back into the sacred grove.